Shalawam, shalawam, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahwashai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, pushing his 100% to the gospel, waking up and sealing the elect of the nation of Israel through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahwashai. And salutations to you sincere Archimedes that are pushing this gospel in all righteousness and sincerity, risking your lives and your freedom to do so. Alright, so this is your brother Abawan coming at you with another lesson. And the only thing I just want to say is, when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh the Most High is blowing my mind right now. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh, there's no words to describe what the Most High is doing, right now, because you see the article that I have lined up right here, the headline is, and it reads: U.S. Senate Republican leaders weighs possible start of impeachment trial against Donald Trump. So you see that even his own people, the Republican Party, and I won't say that I'm some experts in American politics, but of course I doubt, because these are the things of Babylon. Right, but anyway, what I'm trying to say, when I saw this, I was just going into, it just reminded me of Emperor Nero, going back into the history, how Nero was, how Nero was busy, how the Romans basically rebelled against Nero, took him out of office, and then executed him because, of his tyranny, of the wickedness that he committed even against his own people. And we see these same things play out in Trump's current rulership. And what was the real, and what could we say was one of the main reasons why, alright, Emperor Nero was, taking, was taken out of power, because of that, the rumor that he might have burned down Rome and blamed it on the Christians. Okay, so now people are saying that Trump incited this unrest. Okay, he incited incited the march on, I believe, the Capitol building that has been, that happened just these previous weeks, in the previous weeks, right? So now right. So now you see the parallels between, Donald Trump and Emperor Nero. So like I was going to say Emperor Trump there, because here at Great, so we believe that Trump, is Nero come back again through the reincarnation. I just how, and this is something that how Bashin Yashai is showing in this time, and just showing you how, power, how good to power is. It's showing you that those same spirit, they show you that same spirit come back again, showing you these same things happening again in the same way that it happened in the past. Okay, because right now, Trump is denying, Trump is denying his involvement in it, but the US government are maintaining that he is actually involved in it. And you see, that Emperor Nero, during his time in rulership, when he was taken out of power, the Roman citizens, they were against him. And what are you seeing throughout Trump's whole rulership, man? The citizens of this modern day Rome of Babylon, they have always been against him. Okay, because you can say what you will. Okay, you can say what you will about Trump. You can say that, oh, they are over racing everything that he does. They are basically villainizing him, but that does not matter. Okay, because when you go online, you see these things. You see the way people are talking about their president, their leader. The man that the majority of the majority of Babylon voted in. You see them sending him death threats. Okay. You see them mocking him and insulting him constantly, making it seem like though the devil himself, even though that is the case. But these people that are doing it, they don't believe that. But we understand that Trump is a devil. Okay, has become a president, acting like, America hasn't been ruled by over 43 different devils as presidents already. Okay, so let me just get into some of this article. There's some points I wanted to get out of this article. I'll just get some precepts. This is prime Egyptian against the Egyptian. The insurrections and the violences and everything. Men, one people rising against another with swords in their hands, because that's what you've been seeing. And I haven't really done anything concerning this, because I just left it for the argument in Babylon. But this one, the spiritual jumped to me, and I had to do a lesson on it. Okay, because I just been sitting here looking at, the history of Rome and Nero's rulership, to confirm that, what I to confirm that the history that I remember is accurate, and just what I've seen is the parallels between the Emperor Nero and Trump's rulership. Okay, because the main people that were behind, him Nero being taken out of office wasn't even the people, but also, the Roman Senate, also politicians just like him, all the supporters during that time. Those are the ones that got him out, and eventually executed him. So we will see what happens then in the coming days, if Trump will actually be impeached or not, because what is going on right now is that they are trying to get okay, that impeachment trial going, and for what reason? What is the reason why they want to impeach him? On what grounds are they trying to impeach Trump on? And that is basically because they believe that that mob that invaded the Capitol building was sent by Trump in order to disrupt the voting process, in order to disrupt the counting of the votes. Because Trump has been insisting for the past months, going into the past months, that he was actually the one that won the elections. That is yet to be seen. Alright, so let me just get into this article a little bit. Okay. Washington, January 13, Reuters. Republican leadership in the US Senate is mulling the possibility of beginning an impeachment trial of President Trump as early as Friday if the House of Representatives approve one article of impeachment, according to a source. The senior Senate Republican aide, who asked not to be identified, stressed that no decisions had yet to be made on whether to take that step. And you see a lot of Republicans in the Senate, a lot of Republicans in the Senate are already contemplating already contemplating taking this man out, in order to put Joe Biden back in. You see that because Trump, you see that Donald Trump is not willing to hand over power that easily. Okay, he's trying to find a way to hold on to that power. Just like Nero. Anyway, let me just keep going into the article. Okay. The senior Senate Republican aide, who asked not to be identified, stressed that no decisions had yet been made on whether to take that step. Aides to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell were not immediately available for comment. Okay, so now I just want to jump down to the last paragraph of this article. The House is expected to vote later on Wednesday to approve an article of impeachment against Trump that accuses him of inciting an insurrection. You see that? You see that word used, insurrection, showing you, the scriptures, the prophecies that are written up in the scriptures, when they always come to pass. Okay, if it approves that measure, it will be up to the Senate to decide whether to convict the president. Okay, so what so what the grounds of Trump's impeachment is what? The insurrection, what happened in Capitol Hill. Okay, because they believe that all those the people that stormed Capitol Hill, the violence, the so-called terrorists, the actual terrorists, because that is exactly what they did. But no, that's beside the point. But anyway, these terrorists that stormed that Capitol Hill, they believe that Donald Trump is after it, so that they got their marching orders from Trump, because there have been rumors concerning this, that Trump has control of these alt-right white militias that are going to soon start civil war here in Babylon the Great, because of they believe that they are so-called, because they believe that their Edomite privilege is running out, because that's all this is, man. He is seeing himself, losing that power. Just like in the Roman Empire. God damn. The Yasha is going to have on you devils, man. Hey, Barakta Yahweh, Yahweh, Rachak Wadash. He is seeing that he's losing his power. He's seeing that he's seeing that he's losing his power. And now he's doing what? He's going into that Revelation 12 verse 12. And let me get that preset. Let me use that to segue into the scriptures. That can bring out some precepts and be done with it. Revelation 12 verse 12, it reads, "Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And these devils, okay, they know that their rulership is coming to an end. They know that their rulership is about to be cancelled, about to be done with. Right now, they are fighting tooth and nail to keep whatever little power they can, which is why they storm that Capitol Hill. Okay, which is why you see all the you see the civil unrest that's going on in Babylon right now. You see the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and let me just go into that precept as well. The Egyptian, because we've always been bringing this out, with the same thing with Brexit. Okay, the same thing with everything that's happening, that is happening in this kingdom, man. It's okay, I went to write Egyptian against the Egyptian, go carry the way. Here it is. Look at Isaiah chapter 19, verse. Look at Isaiah chapter 19, verse 2. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." Alright, so that's what is going on right now in Babylon, the Egyptian against the Egyptian, because all those people that were going through the violence and the riots in Capitol Hill, they were all what? Edomites. Okay, fighting against each other. re- even going as far as killing each other, because you had people, especially like for example, that woman, you had people that were actually murdered because of these incidents, And I'm going to jump down to the book of Second Esdras. I know which one I'm going to get, the 15th chapter. Read at the 16th verse. Yeah, it is 15th chapter, the 16th verse, and it reads 15 verse. Yeah, second Ezra 15 verse 15. Second Ezra 15 verse 14. The second Ezra is good, so I want to start from there. Second Ezra 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And you see that he is seen, is sensing in the spirit that destruction is drawing nearer and nearer. So right now we're trying to fight, you know, they're fighting each other. They're fighting, they're fighting each other. Okay, they're fighting Jake. They're fighting all these. They're fighting all these different so okay, they're fighting against each other. They're fighting against Jake. They're fighting against the elect. Even they're doing all these desperate. This is basically a desperate attempt from E to in order to keep his power. I mean, he's lashing out against anybody against anybody that he can find to lash out against. That's why they're going the right. That's why right now. You see them storming. You see them stop. You saw the storming of that Capitol building. You see you see E getting ready for a battle. Even you see E. His weapon. He's running to his sword. He's running to his weapon in order to defend himself. In order to to defend his rulership. But that's not going to be. That's what is not going to be enough for you. Okay, that space force is not going to be enough for you. Those bunkers that you have hidden for yourselves in all the different parts of the earth is not going to be enough for you. Okay, so the second Ezra 15 verse 15. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. Okay, okay, I read that part. 2nd Ezra 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, and that is exactly what you saw with that Capitol Hill situation. I mean, I'm sure that Akiam, when they did videos concerning that, concerning the storming of the Capitol building, not Hill Sakia, thinking about something else. But when they did that videos concerning it, they probably brought out this exact same preset, because that is exactly what that was. Let me get this word sedition right, very quickly. And of course, we already know what it means, but I want to get it just for edification's sake. Okay, sedition. Alright, so this is the definition of the word sedition. Organized incitement of rebellion or civil disorder against authority or state, usually by speech or writing. That is exactly what you saw in the beginning of this year. And this is just the beginning of this year. This is just the beginning of 2021. And imagine what will happen in the continuing days. Imagine how worse this rebellion, this civil unrest will get. This is the prelude to Jacob's trouble. Okay, this is the prelude to civil unrest in America. This is the prelude to a civil war. And then when these nations when these other nations that are against America, when Russia, China see that Babylon is weak because of civil war, because of civil unrest, what do? They're going to invade, man. They're going to take that place over. They're going to they're going to what is that I'm looking for? What I'm looking for? They're going to basically they're going to spoil the whole. As the scripture says, woe to you. Let me get that. Woe to you that spoiled when that was not spoiled, something like that. And I forgot how it goes. Woe to you that here it is. Okay, I got me. Isaiah 33 verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest when thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously when they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Okay, that's the thing that is coming with Babylon, America, Babylon in Greece. They're about to get taken without hand. They're about to get burned with fire. you're about to get burned in fire. That World War III, okay, that we've been prophesying about for years, for decades. It's about to come to pass in these times. And all praises, honor, the Kal Halal, La Alahim Yahweh, Bahasham Yahwashai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash, man. For the prophecy is finally coming to pass in this time, and for the beautiful way that he has stringed everything together for the fall of this wicked society. So with that, I'm just going to end this lesson here. And let's give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahwashai, Bahasham Rachak Wadash, Wa Abad Babal. And through the spirit of your Akim, you are quite well edified. Shalom.